the weather this time of year in the South? Perfect. Fall football weather. And we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the Las Vegas Raiders. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. First down, Mariota. Escaping the pressure right. And his first pass is incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, but it'll be second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best.
And got his man complete. Past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
Complete to
Darren Waller with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. And that makes it 7-zip Vegas.
Makes the score Raiders 7, Falcons nothing. Matt Bosher set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Here's Ryan. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Hayden Hurst, originally drafted by these Ravens, a first-round pick in 2018. And he was sort of overshadowed by Mark Andrews, who was a 4th-round pick that year. So Baltimore shipped him to Atlanta the offseason in a package that wound up netting the Ravens J.K. Dobbins. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it, and his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention, but sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Following the interception here, Mariota. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders.
Complete to
Henry Ruggs with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Raiders add on to their lead.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Falcons. Ito Smith. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons are able to show off their quick strike ability.
Youngwei Koo.
And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the gun, Mariota. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Las Vegas, first down.
Mariota on first down. They'll set up the screen to Balazs. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go. Big game.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. And he's in! Touchdown, Raiders! Marcus Mariota keeping it himself from 5 yards out. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Raiders 21. Falcons 7.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Ryan. And the Raiders have got him. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney.
2 sacks last week. Another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
In punt formation for the Falcons.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It'll be a 41-yard punt. Give them 5 on the return. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game. He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
It's a gain of
from Falcon territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Throwing is Mariota. Reception here by Ruggs. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown.
touchdown.
Henry Ruggs with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Matt Bosher is set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Play action. It's Ryan. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Ryan. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Ridley, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons get a bit closer. And sometimes those slants, they can be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly.
And really, what gets set up there is how quickly everything happens. Ball's out of the hands of the passer in a hurry, and he just takes it and goes.
And he went all the way into the end zone. Taken in the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match at a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
He's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
A gain of 3 on the play. And the Raider first down.
A first down throw for Mariota. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
28. Falcons 14.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Nifty move. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down.
A 3-yard gain.
I would say that's what you call a whole lot for a little, huh?
When you bust that move out of the bag, you hope for more than 4 yards, but hey, 4 is what he got. Third and long here for Mariota. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And that will be incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
The punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. And taken right at the 35. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Ito Smith, his first carry. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pitch.
Brought down at the 48.
I think they want to start getting back into this game. It behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Now the 2nd down throw on target.
Ryan's pass.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll try and run for it with Smith. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 22. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
On 1st down, Ryan. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. After the sack on 1st down, Mariota, he'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Here's Matt Bosher now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already.
We got three, fellas. We got three. Switch. Wait. 22.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's complete to Smith. That catch good for only a couple.
Complete.
Brandon, you know, this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. They go play action with Ryan. And this is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
8 yards to go.
Play action, Ryan. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And here's Hoffrichter now, the punter, as he sends this one away. On the return is Jones. And just a net of 31 here, 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Henry Ruggs, the rookie, his intended target. And now it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Balaj. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They run it with Balaj. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
Mariota now on 2nd down. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory.
A gain of 55 yards. 1st down, Las Vegas.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Marcus Mariota with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Raiders add on to their lead.
The kick is
well, Charles, he's already proven that he's not afraid to tuck that football down on the option, and he's into the end zone for the 2nd time in the game.
And that's exactly what you need from your quarterback. the ability to run the ball fearlessly. And in fact, many quarterbacks will tell you running the football doesn't scare them. Standing in the pocket and taking blindside hits, that's what terrifies them.
Their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
He was brought down by...
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. But it's caught on the right side of Smith. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. A 1st down carry for Smith. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
Intended target on that one, Russell Gage. 3rd down here.
8 yards to go.
From the shotgun, Ryan. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37.
It's 4th down.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. Now a timeout coming here defensively. As on 4th down, may as well make him punt it. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 54 yards away. And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it online, but it comes up about a rotation short. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. Fields it in the middle of the end zone, and the half will begin with a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost. So
it does test the mental processes of the team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up, because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to a stretch, and guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did, because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
It's a big play there for Atlanta. 41 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the shotgun, they run with Smith. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
On the tackle.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
At the 13-yard line.
They go play action now. Ryan looking for his running back, and he's got him. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it, and the Raiders pick it up. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. And, partner, I know hindsight's always 20/20, but, man, just in general, those laterals, they can be so risky, and we see the risk that can be involved right there.
And you just have to know, and we've seen it because we've been at a lot of practices. It's not something that's practiced very often. You know, in that situation, you don't see guys really working on it. Maybe like we're bringing the rugby guys in to help us with tackling, maybe we ask them to help us with the laterals as well and make that a better play. Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders.
On the keeper.
Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the forced fumble defensively leads to 6 points for the Raiders.
Defensively by now, you know his ability. You know he has it in him to take off and run.
Yeah, because they knew coming into this game, but we've already seen examples in this contest that he can run the football.
I think they're going to examine different ways to rush him now. Are they going to do it with different lanes? Are they going to use a spy? But they have to come up with options because right now, he's hurting them.
Matt Bosher set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Yet again, Ryan is intercepted. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just...
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Touchdown. Marcus Mariota scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the Raiders take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going... And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Jonathan Abram picks it. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today,
And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders.
Complete to Zay Jones.
From 17 yards out. And the Raiders take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in.
The kick is good.
Well, what a quick turnaround there. They get the football. Next play, boom, touchdown.
I've been in a situation before where a turnover occurs, and if you're over on the bench with your defensive mate and you talk about what to do on your next series, and all of a sudden you hear sudden change, you've got to get out on the field and defend right away. Not everyone is mentally prepared to go.
Is that what is yelled on the sidelines a lot of times?
That, among other things.
Maybe some words we can't share here.
Yeah, we'll just keep this one PG.
FCC violation.
No doubt.
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. He was looking for Julio Jones, his Pro Bowl receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, Ryan. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
We'll call that a 41-yard. Following a loss on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. They'll start with a give here to Balaj. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
22 yards.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. It's a pickup of 5. Brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 5. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They'll run here with Balaj. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. 1st down.
And a Raider 1st down.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
They'll let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. It's Ruggs. Touchdown, Vegas.
Complete to Henry Ruggs.
Henry Ruggs, 40 yards. And the silver and black continue to roll. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Raiders 63.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw again, Ryan. And he's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know,
and my goodness, another interception. Jonathan Abram picks it, and his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl when you have 4 in one game. I mean, talk about it.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. 20, 10, and he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Darren Waller, 79 yards. And the Raiders are pouring it on.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone.
Set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Now the first carry for Brian Hill. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Lions pass.
Give him 8 on the play, and it'll be second down.
It's a gain of 8.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
Another Falcon.
It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
Goal at the 8-yard line.
Now it's Ryan. Smith catches left side. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Flushed out right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Hayden Hurst, former first-round pick, the intended target. But now it's 3rd and goal. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun, Ryan. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
It's now 4th.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise, and the Falcons claw one back.
And that touchdown, well, it barely puts a dent in this lead, and unfortunately, I'm having too many flashbacks right now. I remember getting beat down like this playing before.
Oh, yeah, college, high school.
College, not a heck of a lot of fun. I still remember playing and trying to tackle an elusive tailback who ended up scoring 4 touchdowns, 226 yards. He scored so many times and had so many great runs, I knew every note to their school's fight song.
Bet that ice bath felt extra cold afterwards, too.
Oh, no, there was no ice bath. You're just trying to get out of there before the reporters got to you.
To kick off for the Falcons.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. From the gun, Mariota. Flush to his right. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield.
That's caught at the 25. And he will finally go out of bounds, but not before he takes it down to the 25.
Las Vegas.
Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles. It certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them.
And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Rico Gafford, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And this offense is running away with this one. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They'll start on the ground. It's Ito Smith. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
At the 19-yard line.
Now on 2nd and 16. Ryan. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. The Falcons on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 16. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
The Falcons send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Jones on the return. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A nice punt, but a good run back as well of 13 yards. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Mariota and the Raiders now come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Keanu Neal strong in run support as he comes up from his safety position to pop him behind the line. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Football 101, you've got to let the guy catch the ball.
You have to know the ball is there. You have to know it's arrived. Otherwise, you're going to get flagged every time.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. Now Ito Smith. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. They go back to the ground with Smith.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. This is Smith. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Ryan hit, and he lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Mariota now after the fumble recovery. He'll look downfield for Waller. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. That puts a good dent into their first down setback. It's a pickup of 16.
Brings up 2nd down.
Play fake. Mariota eluding the pressure right. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
83.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the